the Gemara of Chilazon said, domeh, gufo layam. And we went through that the Rebellion Tavger, who was the originator of this whole movement of Techeles equals Chilazon equals Yurix, and it's only an option of him that the Bnei Torah continued. They went in the Mahalach of, in the guidelines, in the Gedorim of Torah, of Chazal. But his shita was that on the Gavidis Gemara, since, like he said, factually he knew what the Chilazon was, so it has to be that because there's kmotim, there's grooves inside this thing, maybe it's a reference to the waves. I mean, if you're going to go with such an imagination, I don't know if there's anything on this world that can't be compared to the yam. I mean, everybody has teeth, and there's grooves, and there's ins, and there's outs, and it's also domeh legali ayam. On such a teretz, I say, so paint the herring green. The other pshat that we had was that the yam that Chazal say doesn't mean the yam that we're used to, not the yam that's mentioned about 99.9% of the time in Torah and Chazal, that means the actual water, the body of water, but it means the seabed. And he said the gufo doesn't mean the guf, it means the shell. And domeh means because of the algae, the sea fouling that's on top of the shell, that's camouflaged on the ground, on the sea, on the ground, under the water, and it's very hard. It's not a distinctive siman that's appropriate to say it's only to the Yurix, but that's how they're going to say pshat in the Gemara. Yam doesn't mean yam, it means the seabed. Now, the problem is with that, one of the problems, besides the fact that it's schwer to say that, when Chazal tell a person, you should know that domeh yam means the seabed, but it's 10 lines before this in the Gemara. The Gemara brings down a member, Tanya Hoyer Abnei Reimer. Techeles domeh layam. The Gemara says, Rabbeir says, why did the Rebbeinu Shalom choose the Techeles to be put onto the beged? The Gemara says, Techeles domeh layam. The Techeles is similar to the yam. The yam, domeh l'rakia, the yam is a similar look, color of the sky. The rakia l'kisei hakavod, and that reminds us to do the mitzvahs of the Rebbeinu Shalom. Now, in that Gemara, just 10 lines apart, the word yam over there is definitely blue. Techeles is blue. Techeles is domeh layam. Yam is domeh l'rakia. Rakia, the sky, blue. Chayr over there, tzifr means that yam is literally yam. So they want to say that that's not shver to them, because Gemaras are a combination, it's a compilation, it's a combined of many different, there's memris, there's brises, there's tanoim, there's amoraim. So Eino Chanami, in the brise of Tana Rabbanon, when the brise referred to yam, it meant yam, it meant the seabed. And before, when Rameir was referring to yam, it was from a brise. And that brise, yam meant something else. Just because the Gemara puts it together doesn't necessarily mean that it means the same thing. The problem is that is the job of the Rishonim. The Rishonim, when such a thing happens, and yam over there means the yam, blue, and yam over here means the green algae, the Rishonim have to point that out and say, 1 second, yam can mean two things. That yam over there means one thing, yam over here means something, just to leave it unnoticed and as if nothing happened, and yam means two things within a few lines of each other. Very big daichik. Befrat, the smag, who writes on all he's like one of the moyne mitzvahs, he writes the mitzvahs. Oh, there the Tosfos and the Rambam, he's a Bali Tosfos with a Sar Mikutzi, and he brings down both of these Gemaras, and in his mitzvah of Tzitzis, he brings them right next to each other. He brings down this Gemara, he brings down this Gemara, doesn't make any chilik between them and say, oh, 1 second, you should just know that it's very different, the color of the Chilazon itself from the color of the Techeles that you're going to put on your beged. So that's a shtickle of The Rambam also is not so developing. The Rambam's lashon is, Meviim dam Chilazon, v'hu dag shedoime eino, its color, le'eina Techeles. The color of the Chilazon, of the fish, which Rambam calls a dag, is ke'eina Techeles, similar to the color of Techeles. means domeh l'sibeh. Ram didn't say domeh l'yam. So the supporters of the Murik say that it's Einochanami, it's the wrong gears in the Rambam. As a matter of fact, they did find there are many Rishonim and manuscripts that quote the Rambam, and they say that it's domeh l'ein hayam. Although many Rishonim bring him down as ein kein Techeles, but since they do find some that say ein kein hayam, so the Rambam also says yam. So the Rambam also, even though it's the only time I think the Rambam that he means yam means the seabed, every other time yam doesn't mean that. But they say that since yam could mean the seabed, Avad over here the Rambam is using the lashon of the Gemara, and the Gemara means the seabed. So that's the pshat in the Rambam. Just end off that there's another shirk, something that stands in front of the Murik, and that is the Braisa in Elvis Tzitzis. The Braisa in the Seftas Tzitzis says same thing. Gufo domeh l'rakia. The guf, the color, is domeh l'rakia to the sky. Now, the last I'm aware, I know that Al Gore says he predicts in about 12 years with the climate change, I think the whole sky will have algae on it. But as of now, I'm aware the sky is blue. And in the time of Chazal, I'm sure it was blue then. And Chazal say in the Braisa, gufo domeh l'rakia. So you have a Braisa domeh l'rakia, ein kein Techeles, and all these things. So what do they say about this? They say that there's many Torahs like this. I'm not making up anything. They bring down this is from their Kutresim. They bring down that there's a Torah cipher in the Braisa of the Seftas Tzitzis, and they'll also prove it to you. Because in that same very Braisa, our Braisa says that it's oile echod la'ayin shona. It comes up, we'll see, once every 70 years. And the Braisa in the Seftas Tzitzis says oile echod l'zayin shona. Once every 7 years. Since Pasha is not a machlokes between the Braisa over there and the Braisa by us, so by Stacy it's a total cipher. Zayin somehow turned into an ayin, or ayin turned into a zayin, and so therefore they say it's a total cipher. Once that's a total cipher, so when the Braisa says that it's Techeles gufo domeh l'rakia, it's a mistake. It doesn't mean rakia, it means yam, and yam means a seabed. We'll continue. I'm just going to say this is the first one of the Simonei Chazal. This is the only one that stems with the Muriks being the philosophy. At least in the guidelines of the herring, you have to paint it with this shot. I would say that you just have to hook it onto the wall, and we'll continue with Hashem. Last time we spoke about the Indian